Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got videos today from Sandra Fayette. I hope I said her last name right.
BBL regrets.
So I had a BBL. It's been over 4 years since I got it done, and I regret it. I got a BBL.
You know, BBLs hasn't even been a thing for that long when I really think about it. Like maybe in the last 5-ish years is when it really exploded to where you just saw it everywhere. So these women haven't really been living with it that long.
BBL back in 2021 in the middle of the pandemic, and the reason why I say I hate it sometimes is because the way that it's shaped is a little, I don't know.
Sometimes I regret my BBL, and don't get me wrong, I love a fat ass bitch. I love a big fat ass that jiggles when it walks. I love it. But the trend is now skinny.
Get unready with me while I talk about how being gay.
Like, even if the trend is skinny, I think still a lot of men still like fat asses. I'm just saying. Like, women go with trends because the trends are set by other women. But tell you the truth, men still love women. It doesn't matter which trend it really is. We just like women's bodies. Natural bodies.
Did a BBL for my 16th birthday, ruined my life.
Getting a BBL ruined my life.
Another question that I have gotten many times is, do I have any regrets? I have a lot of them. And I'm going to tell you why. One of them, and I know you guys are going to be like, what? Is the BBL. I really wish I never did it.
Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. You can support uncensored conversations via Cash App or buying your girl a coffee. I just want to give a quick shout out to my first Faye ambassador. Shout out to Nefertiti. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you guys want to sign up for memberships or sign up to be an ambassador as well to receive a shout out, the link will be in the description down below. Hey y'all, I just want to pop in here and have the conversation about all these broads coming out and saying how they regret their BBLs. Now, if y'all don't remember,
I mean, the thighs don't match. You know, like, I love that song. These BBLs are killing y'all. And the thighs don't match. It is so true. When the thighs don't match, they just look like chicken freaking drumsticks.
okay, back in the day when we said, hey, those BBLs are a bad idea, I don't know if you want to be playing with your life like that. They all called us broke. Okay, they said if you had it, you would. But now the truth is coming
chicken
out.
legs.
And a lot of these,
like, literally chicken legs.
Folks that got on here and was glazing the whole idea of getting a BBL, telling us that we were broke and just we were upset and jealous of the fact that they went under the knife. Now they're coming out and finally telling us the truth about how they feel post BBL. We're not going to talk about how crazy it looks. I feel like that conversation is a dead horse. We already know it looks crazy as hell. It looks like a club outfit that you can't take off. It does not look like it's meant for the world because it's not. It's artificial. It's fake. Outside of just that, it poses so many health issues. I remember...
Yeah, when it gets to this, what is this? It's like that clip is, ew, brother, ew, what's that?
Seeing this video of a woman
Makes
that got a BBL
total sense.
and she was talking about how she suffered from necrosis, meaning your skin cells, fat cells are dying inside of your body. And she had a literal hole in her booty cheek. And I was so disgusted listening to that story, but I also commended her for finally being honest. A lot of the times, these heifers will have lumpy, disgusting looking booties. And what they'll do is they'll put a filter over it and try to convince other women to get the same procedure that they got done, knowing it could ruin their lives.
It's sad, right? The misery love company thing with women is so sad that they ruin each other constantly. This is why women can never really get better. Because when they compete, they don't compete to be better. They compete to ruin the competition.
When they say misery loves company, this is a perfect example of this. If I know that this procedure has been detrimental to my life, then why would I go online and promote it? Why would I go online and try to make it look like something it isn't? The only reason someone would do that is because they want other women to make the same piss poor decision that they made so that they have comfort in numbers. Oh, look, I'm not alone. A bunch of other broads have lumpy booties full of necrosis, so I'm not alone. The men will have to date one of us because all of us, we all have lumpy BBL dying skin cell booties. That's the problem. So when it comes to this conversation about women finally coming out and telling the truth, I commend them on finally telling the truth. I just wish these broads would have told the truth sooner. You never know how many women they done influenced to go get the same lumpy ass that they have under the guise of it's gonna make you more attractive to men, under the guise of it's gonna give you...
Well, the thing is, they always go so outrageous, Sandra. Like, that's the problem I always see. Like, I think I've seen some women where they just get it shaped their booty. Because I didn't know they had a BBL, and then they told me they had a BBL. I'm like, that's a BBL? Well, yeah, I just got it just to shape my booty a little bit better. When it comes to that, then it's like, oh, okay, I can't even tell that you had a BBL. Good on you. But they always just go for the outrageous, because they want to be seen and they want the attention.
Opportunities. You'll be able to be an OnlyFans model or an Instagram model and make all this money because you have a BBL. Whole time they're working at the gas station with a damn lumpy ass.
Having started my plastic surgery journey at such a young age, I would say I quite literally became addicted. I had 8 procedures by the time I was 21. So with my most recent body enhancement surgery that I had in 2022, I had major complications. I would go as far as to
Yeah. Do I need me one of those brushes?
say I'm borderline disabled. I can't do any of the things I used to be able to do and I enjoy doing. I can't do yoga. I can't do, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things I can't do. Every decision that I make has to have an extra 2 seconds added on to be calculated, and you know what I mean? Like, I have to actually calculate my movements to avoid causing further damage.
What's interesting is that for years, anyone questioning BBLs, anyone calling out BBLs, we got called jealous, we got called broke, we got called a hater. Now the same conversation is happening, but from the other side, from the folks that actually have the BBL. Now they're saying the very same things we were saying years ago without actually having to go under the knife. The fact of the matter is, getting a BBL was a trend, and these broads were short-sighted.
We said it. We said it's a trend. We said it's not gonna last forever. It's just like the whole skinny fat and all that other junk. Women.
They did not think about the long-term implications of going under the knife and getting these surgeries.
Ain't gonna hold you. I ain't really here for the girls coming online talking about how they got their surgeries because of insecurities and they let social media get to their head and that, because when we as the people tried to say that, we was broke as hell. We ain't had the money to get it. If we had the money to get it, we would have did it too. And that we need to shut up because y'all are wrong about the real reason we're getting these BBLs. Like I seen Lotto say, oh, my body was T. Like before I got my surgery, my body was T. Yes, your body been T, Lotto. I remember I seen a picture of you. You was on the tree. You had a swimsuit on. You saw your tattoo, everything. Your ass was fat then. I have no idea why you went out there. I think that was even before your BBL. I don't know why you went out and got your BBL. Crazy as hell. Jada West talking about she got her first cosmetic surgery at 18, 19. Baby, you're a little ass girl. You're a teenager. I don't understand why you feel like you need a fat ass and big ass titties at 18, 19. But when we try to say, oh, you know, that was a little crazy. That was a little crazy. We didn't say you looked horrible or nothing. We just said it was a little crazy. We got called broke. You feel me? Y'all, we was told to shut up because if we had the funds, we would do it too. But now the real reasons of why y'all getting these surgeries is coming out. And just like we supposed to feel that, but it's like we been saying that, we been knew the reason y'all was getting.
Yeah, there's no sympathy to have here. All right, we already knew what was gonna happen. We warned you, and you did it anyways. Now you're here on the internet to complain and garner sympathy for this horrible decision you made. You made the decision yourself.
Yes, we're not slow. No matter what type of story y'all tried to sell us, we knew the real reason. So I'm just saying, nothing that you're telling us is nothing we didn't already know.
Even with breast implants, there are a lot of women that are struggling health-wise because of breast implants. We've normalized them so much that people don't even talk about it. People don't even talk about how they can rupture, how they can literally get into your bloodstream.
They said that it's supposed to only last 10 years, then you get them removed and replaced.
And off you from the inside, or the fact that you got to get them redone after so many years. Nobody talks about this because we just see the glitz and the glam of having a good rack, you know, having a rack that sits up unnaturally, so that we don't talk about the negative effects of putting foreign objects into your body. So this BBL trend, it blew up because of social media. It blew up because that validation was there. People liking the photos or even the bots. Some people are bodying their validation, which is crazy to me. Everything.
Yeah, there's billboards. I live in like border of LA and OC. There's even billboards of some Asian doctor who's like the BBL king or something like that. And he's just like an Asian doctor on the billboard saying he's like the best BBL surgeon or something. It just blew my mind.
It gets so exaggerated. Bigger is better. People want to push the envelope so much because they want to stand out. It's not enough that you got a BBL that actually looks proportionate to your body. No, I have to take it a step further. That way people will notice me more. It's all about validation. And these broads are willing to destroy their health in search of that validation. So you'll have folks that will pump their body with a bunch of bullshit, just pump and pump and pump to the point where they look so exaggerated, whether it's the lip filler, whether it's the cheek filler, whether it's this or that, and they end up looking crazy as hell. But nobody ever really gets online and talks about the maintenance of it, okay? They don't talk to you about how the healing process is so trash. They don't.
Like, I can't even imagine having to like sleep or sit when your ass is so swollen for so long. Like, what do you do?
They don't talk to you about how if you don't get the right massages, your booty will be lumpy. They don't talk about how you have the possibility of your body rejecting the fat transfer. They don't talk about that until it's too late. Now we've gotten to the point where it's too late for a lot of broads.
It's like, what? How did this look good to you? How? Who told them they looked good? Who?
A lot of broads have gone under the knife. Some of them didn't even make it out from that. There are some women that literally died trying to chase this standard that men don't even like, that objectively doesn't even look good. All these women getting out here, they finally got their reality check and they're coming clean about all of the regrets that they have. They regret how it looks. They regret how it feels. A lot of them have health complications and pains that they cannot get rid of because of this surgery.
The real reason I regret my BBL is because I cannot sleep. I started getting these problems maybe like 2 years after I got the BBL. I can't sleep on my sides, right or left. I can't sleep on my back and I can't sleep on my stomach. If I spend maybe 30 plus minutes on either side, it hurts. I literally do not get sleep at night because I'm always tossing and turning because I feel so much pressure. I don't have any health issues or anything. I'm very healthy for the most part, but that pressure where the fat was injected, horrible. I hate it. I don't sleep. And that's why I regret it.
BBLs are one of the most dangerous elective surgeries that you could have. And you have folks going out here saving up $2,000 to get it on the cheap end. And it's just like,
You gotta go to some foreign country to do it.
why are you playing with your health like that? Why? Just why? But see, here's another part of it. And it's not just the misery loves company, the reason why these heifers push it to other heifers. It's because of the sunk cost fallacy. They made this decision and they were so big and bad about it. I'm gonna get my BBL and see, I'm gonna be happy. My life is gonna be all together because I got my BBL. And so when they get the BBL and reality doesn't match what they fantasized about, then they're stuck in that sunk cost fallacy. They stick with that decision because they already spent the money, they already went through it. Rather than admitting it wasn't a good decision, they'll double down, they'll defend it publicly, and they'll convince themselves it was worth it. Or better yet, they'll try to convince you it was worth it for them because they don't want to admit they paid into something and it didn't pan out. So many problems that we have as humans would resolve itself if we were to just take the L and move forward. But a lot of us refuse to take the L. We'll just keep taking L's hoping, praying that it'll eventually turn into a W. Even though,
I mean, people don't like admitting that they're wrong. It's a normal thing.
we haven't changed the behavior, even though we haven't changed the approach, no, we'll just keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome. And that's what this is. It's psychotic at this point. So these heifers got the BBL. They're stuck in a sunk cost fallacy. So now they got to promote it to everybody. Got to pretend like everything's great the whole time their butt hurts. Okay, their butt hurt because of their BBL. The reason why the trend is finally switching up and people are being honest about it, I believe it's because being thin is back in.
Sometimes I regret my BBL, and don't get me wrong, I love a fat ass bitch. I love a big fat ass that jiggles when it walks. I love it. But the trend is now skinny. Any mini tiny, okay? And I want to hop on that, bitch. I love an any mini tiny queen. Like, it
doesn't even make sense. You want to hop on that. You probably were skinny mini before. Then you got fat. And now you want to be skinny mini again?
Everything looks so classy and elegant. You know what I mean? So now, bitch, I'm running at the gym. I'm eating salads. And I look at my ass and I'm just like, it's humongous. And, like, sometimes no one talks to you about, like, how embarrassing it is having a BBL, bitch, because you're walking around and, like, your ass is fat, you know what I mean? So people are just like, people are looking, like, you catch people looking all the time and it's like embarrassing. So you just end up like, I don't know, just kind of embarrassed.
Wasn't that what you got it in the first place for, so people can look?
I have one, which, okay, I still love it and I'm still gonna be any mini tiny with a fat old ass, but I'm just saying, like, just think twice. I'm just rambling, but just think twice, bitch, if you want to get a BBL.
This woman is fucking cooked. Like, you guys know this woman. Run.
BBL, because, like, it's there, bitch. It's there. And it's like, unless you're getting it liposuctioned out, which I guess you can do, working it off it's a hard job. It is.
There has been this push for everyone to slim down, and now the trend is being slimmer. The trend is no longer super exaggerated bodies. The trend now is regular bodies or being thin. Now, I don't think that we need to go back to the 2000s era where we called having just a little bit of fat on your body. Like, I mean, actually a little bit. You're still technically a normal weight for your height and body. Like, you're still in that zone of where you should be, but calling it fat. I remember them calling Britney Spears fat, which was crazy to me because she's always been skinny. We don't need to go back to that at all. We don't know. Hang it up. But because we're going back to normal sized body parts, the trend is shifting, and now folks want to come out and get ahead of the trend and talk about how they hate their BBLs, they regret their BBLs, they want to get it reversed, this, that, and third, because now they want to seek the new trend of being thin. The social media pressure of it all is crazy to me. This is why it's so important that you instill in your children to think for themselves and to not be easily swayed by other people's propaganda. Because this is what it is. It's propaganda. The propaganda around BBL, lip filler, cheek filler, filler, like all of that, it's propaganda because they're not telling you all of the negative side effects that come with that. They don't tell you about how filler moves all about your face and you end up with pillow face. They won't tell you about that. Just like they're not going to tell you about the necrosis until it's too late, until they've already convinced a bunch of broads to hit up their affiliate link for their doctor and get botched as well. Make sure that if you have small children, that you instill in them to think for themselves and to actually research and to not be easily swayed by the representative that everyone puts on for the internet. Please understand, surgery will never fix your insecurity. Oftentimes what you'll find is that folks will get that first surgery and then they'll see something else that they want to fix. I say that in air quotes, fix. And then they'll see something else and they'll see something else. And then next thing you know, they look like a cat lady.
Just never satisfied.
Like a literal cat lady. Like the face looks like that of a cat because of all the surgeries. It just does not look natural. It looks crazy. The surgery is not going to fix that insecurity. The only way you can fix that is if you do.
I mean, again, men have something similar to this, almost just as bad. It's that little feet lengthening surgery or the height lengthening surgery. It's also quite risky, also very expensive. Also, why?
The internal work. The surgery is not going to fix that. And then on top of that, you're going to dig yourself into a financial hole because not only are you paying for the surgery, you also have to pay for the post-op. You also have to pay for when things go wrong. And a lot of the times it does go wrong. And these heifers have to go back, get the surgery again, go back, get the surgery again.
I know a woman that's gotten 3 BBLs. 3.
There are women out there that have gotten 3 BBLs, not because they just wanted a bigger butt.
No, they had to fix it.
Fatter booty. No, they had to go get it fixed. And then they had to go get it fixed again. And they're gonna go back and get it fixed again because it was never right. You're going back to get it fixed, but you're just breaking it even more. You're breaking your body. You're breaking your booty. Okay, leave your booty alone. Well,
Please.
I do appreciate that they're finally coming out and telling the truth. Look.
It's men's duty to protect women's booty.
Look, it's a little too late at this point. So many women have ruined their lives chasing this fantasy, chasing this unrealistic expectation, thinking that a BBL was going to solve their problems. And it just gave them more problems, worse problems. People need to stop making permanent decisions based on temporary trends. That's how a lot of these heifers ended up in the position that they're in. Temporary trends, long-term, lifelong decisions that could potentially destroy your life, whether it's creating chronic pain that you can't get rid of or literally maiming yourself to the point where they have to cut out a piece, a chunk of your booty. Shout out to these women for finally telling the truth, okay? Even though I think it's a little too late, too little too late. And we don't forget that y'all called us broke when we said the very same thing. We pointed out all these different issues. Okay?
Well, remember, they also called men, misogynies for pointing out that you looked horrible with them.
Y'all called us broke. Y'all called us everything but a child of God. We're not going to forget that. But I guess thank you for finally coming out and telling the truth. But shout out to the women that told the truth the first time. Shout out to the women that got the BBL. And immediately, once they saw negative side effects, they told others. They did not hide it. They did not try to pretend like everything was all good and cutesy. No, they told the truth. Shout out to them, for real, because those are the ones who didn't have a sunk cost fallacy. Those are the ones who didn't want to mislead other women into making a piss poor decision that they did. But y'all, I am curious to hear you guys' thoughts down below. How do you feel?
I agree with Sandra on this one. Why jump on a trend when the trend is such a dangerous surgery? Like, if the trend was like wearing a hat or wearing like a piece of clothes or shoes or something, fuck it. Like, it's just an extra piece of hat or something. No big deal. But no, this is literally getting surgery from your stomach to your booty and constant surgery and one of the most dangerous elective surgeries. So why? All right, because you want to look just like all the other women that look outrageous, that make money because they look outrageous. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.